I'm neutral about it. Some parts of it are okay, some parts I would change.
I'm really 50-50. I'm down the line. I see the police there to help, but then sometimes I can see they can be a bit aggressive.
Habitually, I feel a little bit of an anger.
It's not a positive thing, to be honest, because of the way they treat most of the black people, really, isn't it?
Sometimes quite negative, you know. Sometimes I feel quite bullied.
You just think of a kind of big authoritative sort of figure. And bullies, I think of bullies as well sometimes.
Government, power.
I guess order.
Trouble.
White.
Sunglasses.
To run.
Discrimination.
Well, it should be protection, but really and truly it is oppression.
If I'm being honest, every time I hear the word police, I just see a young black boy getting handcuffed. That's the only thing that comes into my mind.
I think stop and search is a good thing. It's not a very popular view, but I think it's a good thing. I think it's needed.
I'd say it's needed, to be honest. Unfortunately, and there will be innocent people that would get caught up in it, but in the times that we live in, what goes on in those streets, I'd say stop and search is needed.
I think only young black male, as statistics show, they're always the ones that are on the receiving end.
They do stop and search, but then again, it's only black people that I've seen.
If someone's innocent and they're rebelling against the stop and search, aggressive force is used.
I have no problem with it. I've never been stopped and searched, so I wouldn't see a problem with it.
No, I haven't. I know plenty of people that have. I haven't myself. I think that's got to do with the fact that I am a female.
Personally, I've never been stopped and searched. You know, I'm a young white female.
They only stop and search certain type of people, mostly black boys.
Yeah, I've been stopped and searched many times.
I have, yeah, numerous times.
Yeah, I've been stopped and searched. Today I got stopped and searched.
I felt helpless to the situation, but like I had no choice.
I just felt like I was no one in this place, really.
When I saw the car, I was like, oh my gosh. They're not asking me for directions, I know that.
I can probably tell you about 50 different types of experiences. There's been a time when I've been stopped and searched. I've just walked outside my house and I've literally walked down the road and been surrounded by about 4 or 5 police officers and about 2 cars, and the bully van comes straight afterwards just to ask me and find out where I was going.
2 years ago, I was driving around the Vauxhall area. I must have seen about 10 odd in a line behind me. And I was thinking, wow, guys, have you seen what's behind us? They turned around. All of a sudden, the sirens came on. This is right by the bus stop. All of us were surrounded. Get off the wall, hands up, hands up. They were pointing guns. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? These times I was just coming from church. You could see my Bible on the dashboard.
They made us stop at the bus stop and they searched us and they asked us to, take down our trousers in the middle of Piccadilly Circus. I was like, sir, are you sure this is what you're allowed to do? And my friend was arguing with the police officer and he hit him with a baton.
The way they handle people is just unnecessary. We're all human beings, like, you don't need to treat me like that.
I've been stopped and searched on numerous occasions over my entire teenage life, half of which I can honestly actually say I don't even know what the hell I did.
Most of them have been under Section 44 of the Terrorism Act.
When I asked them the reason for them stopping and searching me, they said to me, just a routine check.
They say you match the description.
It was because I fit the description.
They said I matched the description.
You see someone, you think they look shady. What does shady mean? You see someone, you think they might have drugs or whatever on that. What does that person look like?
Between young people in general, I don't know. Between young black people, more specifically young black males, I'll say it's mostly negative.
There ain't no relationship between young people and the police.
No one wants a relationship with the police. You can ask anyone.
Not good. It's not good at all.
It's a bad relationship. Police quite, they take the piss.
I think in some ways it's presumed worse than it actually is.
Personally, I don't mind the police. They don't bother me. But if you want to know the truth, young people hate the police.
Hatred.
There is a kind of contempt for the police. Irrespective of whether the police are doing good or not, they automatically just feel like that they're not fair, that they're being picked on.
deep down, I don't really want to go on bashing the police because we appreciate what they do. They have a tough job. And, you know, they make a lot of sacrifices to do what they do. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure if that's how they interact with the rest of the population or whatever, but it just leaves me feeling, I feel like a victim, and I shouldn't feel like that.
Nothing positive.
It's grown a lot of bad feelings towards the police.
It's definitely had a negative impact. From the figures that I've seen, the conviction rates are so low, and even as a whole, it's a very small part of policing, but it seems to have a very negative impact on community relations.
It's a negative impact. They don't really gain much from it. I've never really seen like a successful stop and search without no feelings being hurt, you know? But I don't know, because first of all, I really want to know if you'll listen.
Speaking to people behind your uniform in a certain way just because you're wearing that uniform. Like, there's no need to, what's that word? I find that they always have a patronizing tone. Like,
I would point out that there's a small group, a stereotyped group that are always being stopped. They should make us more aware of our rights.
Not everyone's a criminal, just because they fit a description or a stereotype.
Well, there needs to be a change, that's obvious. The change needs to start somewhere else first, but the police need to understand and they need to facilitate that change.
What is the alternative? And I think that that's something that needs to be a collaborative approach between the, between wider society and the police. And the only way to do that is people to put away their misconceptions and engage in open dialogue with one another.
They have to interact with the community a little bit better. It makes your job easier. People are more willing to talk to you and trust you, so be more interactive with the people and treat them like you'd like to be treated.
Sit down with young people, kind of like do a presentation to young people why it's important, so that young people can understand exactly like where they're coming from.
Policing needs to be done with complete cooperation of the community. You can't just enforce something upon the community, and I think it's important that community leaders and members of the community, young people and youth clubs and things like that are always have got some sort of communication with the police, which doesn't exist at the moment.
I would say that I believe that stop and search is being abused. The police don't have to be intimidating, they don't have to be cocky, just be clear, treat people with respect, because it is innocent until proven guilty.